Yesterday, President Ruto met with UDA and ODM leaders at Statehouse, as you can see in these images. Now in this video, I want us to look into some of the reasons behind this meeting and also what was discussed. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, we all have what I call annoying guests. Guests will visit your house 5 times in a week. And each of those 5 times, they come empty-handed, not even with a packet of sugar, but they expect to be fed whatever meal is due to them during that time of day. And they also expect you to help them with some bus fare on their way out. That is the type of guest that William Ruto hosted yesterday in Statehouse. And what does this guest want beside free food and bus fare? 12 billion political parties fund that they believe is owed to them. In fact, here they are asking for it.
In conclusion also, in the spirit of strengthening political parties, I want to bring to the attention of the PG that ODM is owed 12 billion shillings as their money. 12 billion. If we get that one, then we shall be very happy.
Now the only problem for this tumbocratic group of ODM is that Rais hana kakitu. He has already blown his State House budget through recklessness na kutumiwa vibaya. Alipea Joanna Ngeno sijui 30 million, Oscar Sudi 45 million ya empowerment. Kila mtu anaingia akitoka na kitu. Store imeisha. The president rushed to IMF. You know he's sneaky. He waits for a crisis to make some sort of money. So alikimbia pale IMF kutafuta 200 billion Kenya shillings to cushion Kenyans from the harsh economic realities of what's happening between Iran and America in the Strait of Hormuz. And they saw him for what he is and they said no. So he has no money. In fact, here's one article corroborating this story and I quote. And ironically, this article was done by Japhet Ruto. So hapa hakuna ukabila. This is factual and very good journalism. On to the body. The International Monetary Fund has told the Kenyan government that discussions on a new financial program cannot proceed until the William Ruto administration resolves a long-term running corruption investigation. The setback comes after the government sought emergency support following a spike in oil prices linked to the Iranian conflict and a sharp assessment by the US administration that labeled the country as a den of corruption. So America wamejua ujamaa, IMF wamegundua ujamaa, World Bank wamemjua. Nobody wants to give him money. And the ill-mannered guest ameenda pale anataka 12 billion. Watapata namna gani? Good luck to ODM as they try to collect 12 billion from a swindler. Number 2. A task force to discuss nusu mkate is to be constituted by both sides and the deadline for the same is 2 weeks so that talks can begin. Ili wajue kama tutakuunga mkono, tutapata this number of CSs, this number of PSs, this number of parastatals, this number of ambassadors, this number of nominated slots in the National Assembly and the Senate and so on and so forth. Hii ndio ile unasikia Oburu akisema tunataka power. Discussions are not wrong. It's not illegal. Let them discuss. They see how they can share the spoils and who'll come out of the discussions with the short end and the longer end of the stick. But nonetheless, the biggest loser here is one of 2 people. Either it is Ruto or Kindiki. Because if Ruto and ODM form a pact, Kindiki is screwed. They won't be going to the ballot with him. And still on that same trajectory, if Ruto and ODM form a pact and they lose in 2027 as they're destined to lose, then Ruto will have gotten the short end of the stick. Yani, kile najaribu kusema huyu mgeni hana faida kwa mtu yoyote kwa hiyo boma. It is like inviting a witch to your homestead. A witch cannot bless the father or the mother of the home or any of the 3 children. If anything, they are there to kill, steal and destroy. So because the father of the home has become very reckless, he chased his first wife, yule alikuwa naye wakati he had nothing, akitupa out of the Mombasa State Lodge by the previous president. Alifukuza huyo, ameleta yule alikuwa anamtetea wakati alikuwa Hague, anataka afukuze huyo. Now he's going to find himself with the most nasty person available. ODM is no different from a slay queen. Doesn't want to cook, clean, wash or build anything. They are there to ask for 12 billion, give us CS, give us this, give us that, and the region only votes 70% towards a presidential candidate from their own region. How is that a good deal? It is not. But the president is blind. And they usually say, let the sleeping dog sleep. Wacha kasongo alale. The fleas are his, the time lost is his. The rest of the country tunasema luta continua, ODM endeleni kuharibia ujamaa wakati. Be that as it may, let's see what Kenyans are next to say about this highly photographed meeting in Statehouse. They really wanted us to get to know about it. So anyway, let's see what Kenyans have to say about this. And I quote, Sam Wangala asked this question. Did Oburu speak or he said he agrees with your position? And he posted this plate of food right here. So in other words, Oburu alikuwa pale kukula, hata ana kitu ya maana kusema. Yeye anasema tu, I agree with your position. Yes. Tunakuunga mkono. Fanis Achando said, no one cares. I left ODM after Baba's death because I knew ODM has been left with vultures alone. May God give us Matiang'i as a president. True Kenyan E said, you know how to keep people busy. ODM folks are too naive and excited by Statehouse visits. Hands to you for playing them proper. Dracarius from Game of Thrones, I think, said, Statehouse isn't the headquarters of UDA. Stop misuse of public resources. Hold your UDA meeting somewhere else other than Statehouse. And I agree. Kuna jagani mulipe political parties fund ndo mlete mchezo yenu kwa a national asset. Simuende mfanye kwa headquarter ya UDA. Those are the things we need to change in our law. Now that's just my take on the matter, guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Minor switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. And if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.